men's basketball and the difficulties on the court here the last couple of weeks. But a bright spot this season is our next guest on the Sons of UCF Live, sophomore guard Poohpha Warakulnukroh. Did I say it right, Pooh?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you actually did.
I got to tell you, I listened to the sounder on UCF Athletics website half a dozen times this afternoon to make sure I got it. Welcome into Sons of UCF Live. You have been a bright spot this season, and when you're not in the game making a difference, your energy on the bench is just tremendous. What has it been like to be so well received by the fans this season?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, I'm very grateful. I couldn't be more happy that, I've been given this opportunity, from the coaching staff, and, they just believed in me. And I just told them straight up, last year, when I really wanted to be a walk-on, I said that I felt like I had something to offer to the team. And, it's crazy because I was a manager and I was on the sidelines, and, I would get to see practices going on, but I was still a little bit scared to talk and say a few things that needed to be said. And I told coach that, personally, I think I can hoop, and I feel like I could say the things that, I'm dying to say. So I'm just really grateful that I've been given this opportunity, and I'm taking it day by day.
Well, for those who don't know your story, Pooh, you started as a freshman. You were the student manager. Tell us more about what that role is. What are the duties and responsibilities of a student manager?
Yeah, of course. So as a student manager, it's honestly, the hours are basically the same as the players. To be honest, we're actually at least half an hour before practice and half an hour after practice to wrap things up and everything. What we did was, what I did as a student manager was rebound for a lot of the players, and sometimes help with scouting, and if they needed us to play defense on practice, very rarely they needed us to do that, but if they actually needed to needed us to do some token defense or anything, we would do it. And basically whatever the coaches asked for us to do, we do it. And it's no questions asked because, we get the opportunity to watch, high level athletes compete every single day in practice.
You're shooting 75% from the field, 100% from 3-point land, almost a point a minute. You're basically the greatest player in UCF history. How does that feel?
I personally, I wouldn't say greatest player.
Not yet.
Now. Not yet.
That's not what the numbers say.
I don't know. It feels crazy to me because a little less than 3 years ago, I was still back in Thailand, and I really thought I was really good at in Thailand, right? But I came over here, went to Monteverde Academy, and it was basically a culture shock for me. I was like, wow, I am not as good as I thought I was. But the thing is, I had heart, and no one can say otherwise because I know that I have heart, and I just practice every day. And I feel like these 3 years I've made the biggest jumps in my skill. And yeah, now that I get to play in the games, the very first game, oh my God, it was absolutely insane. The crowd went wild and I just couldn't believe it. And the first time I got my name called, Coach Johnson, he's one of the assistant coaches, I was really excited. I was jumping around and everything. And he told me, Pooh, act like you've been here before. After that, I was just okay, I just got to lock in, play my game. I've come this far, might as well, score a few baskets along the way.
You mentioned you're born in Thailand. What brought you to the U.S. and did you hoop a lot back in Thailand?
Right. So in Thailand, I played a lot of different sports. It was the first sport I ever played was it was tennis. Yeah, it was between tennis and soccer. And I was really good at tennis. And I joined the soccer team, my school soccer team, and I was really good at that. And I was going to join the national soccer team as well. But then, came basketball and I started to play basketball. And, these three sports were, I just played them every day. And I also did other things like golf and taekwondo I was a black belt in Taekwondo. And
You're like a multi-sport. I was gonna say
Yeah,
dual
basically-
sport, several sport here.
definitely, yeah, basically a multi-sport, but like not like how like lots of kids here are multi-sport. Lots of kids here would probably play football, basketball, and baseball, but I was more of like basketball, tennis, and soccer, and basically got to the point where the two sports that I was most serious about was tennis and soccer. No, sorry, tennis and basketball. Yeah, and I came over here. I dedicated, myself to play basketball at Monteverde, but I didn't really like leave tennis yet. And I wanted to, move to the US because I felt that, like I needed to make a big step in my life, and America is the place to be, is the land of opportunities. What can I say? So yeah, that's why I decided to move over here.
Pooh, is there a player in the NBA maybe that you studied and watched a lot, maybe try to model your game after?
Definitely. There are a lot of point guards. Me and my dad, we would, I always trained with my dad. I never really had a trainer or anything. It was just my dad. And we would shoot basically like week by week. We would like kind of like pick, certain skills from different players. Personally, I really liked how I grew up like watching like the NBA finals, like 2014, around that era, and like, the San Antonio Spurs were playing really well. And Tony Parker was, point guard, and he was just killing it. And I just loved how he played. He had a very nice mid-range game. I love my mid-range shots. And so Tony Parker is one of them. Definitely Allen Iverson. He literally paved the way for smaller guards. So I definitely studied him a lot. Steph Curry, just because he's an unbelievable shooter. I wouldn't say he's a small guard. I mean, he's 6'3". I guess he's small for the NBA, but he plays like he's small. Other dudes like Chris Paul, he's an absolute genius on the floor, an absolute floor general. So I try to play like him, play with control and play with good pace. So yeah.
If I give you an opportunity to either hit a game-winning three, so a three to win the game, or a game-winning dunk, which one would you take?
It depends what kind of three it is. If it's like a really nice like step back or something, it might have to go. It might have to be a three. It might have to be a three for sure.
All right, you have an assist on your stat sheet already. What do you want to get next? A rebound, a block, or a steal?
Honestly, I thought I got a rebound, but I doubt it, because it doesn't show on the stat sheet. But I really thought I got a rebound that one time, but I guess not. So I'm not sure. I would say probably a steal. I really want to I want someone to crossover right in front of me, and I just want to pickpocket that. And but actually, what I want most is definitely a charge. I always take charges. I love that. It's it's what Coach Dawkins says: energy generating behavior. I love taking a charge. It's so fun, just falling straight on your back. It hurts a little bit, but you get used to it.
What is it you most like about UCF?
What I most like about UCF, well, as a whole, it just feels very united. Like everyone's, in it for each other. And I'm gonna say, as far as the team and and the coaching staff, like they really feel like family, and it's like a great fit. Everyone's always looking out for each other, and like the teammates. I love my teammates. Like I couldn't say any bad things about them at all. They support me. I support them. It's it's amazing. Like how all these young guys, we all want to individually succeed, but we just come together to just like work together and like succeed together, and it's fun too. So yeah.
How often do you get recognized on campus? If you and I walked, the entirety of the campus, how many times would someone stop and say hello to you or recognize who you are?
I've actually the past few days I actually got like a few people come up to me, talk about the game, uh telling us to go beat USF. Obviously that didn't work out. It was very unfortunate that
You
game, I'll
just
be
delivered
honest.
the understatement of the hour.
Yeah. No, but honestly, nah, it was a game that, we really should have won, but it happens, and it sucks that it was USF that, beat us, but I'm more than sure that our team would come back stronger because we have a very talented group of guys. But anyways, back to the question. I probably once a week if you like average it out. I don't know if like they're too scared to like come up to me, or maybe like I'm just not recognizable sometimes. But it's pretty cool when some people like come up to talk to me. It feels pretty nice.
Give us the backstory on your name. Is that a common name in Thailand? Is that like Mike over there, or are you named after a relative or something?
The last name, I don't think it's common at all. I'm gonna be honest.
It's not Smith, Mike.
No, your
Okay.
first name.
No, but no, I don't think it's a common name. I do know a few people with my first name Poohpha. My mom told me that it means something like mountain or something. It has something to do with like a mountain, which I personally think is really cool. But my nickname has always been Pooh ever since I've been grown up. People would call me like Winnie the Pooh or whatever, like to try to remember it a little bit better. But as of last name, I don't think I've ever met anyone with my last name because, well, the thing is, like with Thai names, like everyone's name is pretty long. So like it's very unique. Everyone's name is very unique, which is pretty awesome, but also sometimes hard to spell. It took me a while to spell my name. That's all I know.
Me too, actually.
What's it like to play with Taylor Hendricks?
Taylor's a great guy. I just got to say, Taylor's a great guy, first of all. Skill-wise, he's an absolute machine. He's a 3-level scorer. He's unselfish with the ball. He plays with good, composure. He's an NBA player. Like that's the only thing I can say. Like he's really an NBA player. He's super talented, super athletic, can shoot the lights out. He's everything you want in a big guy.
Pooh, what are you majoring in at UCF, and what are your plans kind of in life after basketball?
So I'm actually majoring in mechanical engineering. It's actually really hard.
No, I believe it. Trust me. I believe it.
Yeah.
So you know where the library's at then. Mike may not, but you know where the library's at.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I was listening to you guys earlier. Yeah, I heard that Mike didn't know where the library was. But
That's fine.
I definitely do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really go there that often. I do walk through it to get to class, but as far as studies, I think studies are fine. Like I just go to class. I just pay attention in class, and that should be it. Like I don't have to do that much extra work. If I do, then it's necessary. But I just go to class, just pay attention.
That's the way to
And
do
yeah,
it. What do you aspire to have your career after basketball?
well, I'm hoping I could do something with engineering, because I chose this because I thought I was really good at it. I was really good at physics and math and just like solving problems. I'm really good at that. My dad, he actually owns a record label in Thailand. So he's really cool. Like our family are like we have a lot of musicians in our family. And I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of things that I could do, but as of now, I'm just gonna try my best in everything and see what happens.
But do you also play an instrument as well? Do you have musical
Yes,
talent?
I
I
do.
you play tennis,
Actually.
soccer, basketball, taekwondo. I assume you
Knows
run
where the
like
library is.
like a 4-1-40. Like I assume you're a talented musician as well. Yes.
Well, personally, I think I'm not bad. I used to be in a band. We actually had like Battle of the Bands when I was in Thailand. I was around 13, 13 or 14, and we actually won the Battle of the Bands.
Of course.
Actually, next to me, I have an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar right next to me. So, yeah, I play guitar. I used to play drums. Piano was my first instrument that I learned to play. And yeah.
How often do you dunk on people in practice? And who do you want to dunk on the most? And do you talk trash?
A lot of questions.
Great questions. Dunk wise, let's just say coming soon. Coming soon.
You can't dunk. You have dunked?
I wouldn't call it. It's definitely a rim grazer. I don't know. I feel like I could if I really tried to, but as of now, I'm really focusing on the speed aspects and just playing like a point guard. Oh, but trust me, once the off season comes, I'm working to dunk because I want to dunk effortlessly. Layup lines, I want to be doing all sorts of dunks. But trash talking wise, I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't really talk trash. I do if they do talk trash to me, but I don't know. I've always been like kind of nice in the game, but I play with a lot of energy. That's just how I played. I played with a lot of energy, and if a little bit of trash, slips out of my mouth, then so be it. But I just play with a lot of energy. I enjoy playing. That's just what it is now. I get these like 2-minute playing times and not that much, but I'm so grateful for these 2 minutes, and I'm always gonna play my hardest. That's why I'm always running before I get my shots up. If it's there, if it's not there, I just pass it off, and I just enjoy playing.
And you are making the most of your minutes. You are a fan favorite. We have enjoyed seeing you this season, and we appreciate you spending a few moments with us on Sons of UCF Live.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me, guys.